Wow, I have a tattoo for every person I've ever dated. Hey weirdos!
Hey!
Welcome to our video. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Turn on your post notifications so you are notified every single time we post, which is every Tuesday and Saturday. Those are the days we post. And don't forget to follow us on all of our social media. It'll be somewhere on the screen.
If you don't, it's like, do you really care about us?
Yeah, I guess. No. Maybe you don't. That's fine too, I guess. Anyways, this video has literally been insanely requested. I know a lot of influencers say that. Like, people have been asking for this so much.
I get thousands of people requesting this.
Yeah. No, but like literally for like 2 years, people have been like, do a tattoo vlog, tattoo tour, like something like that. And obviously, we have a lot of tattoos. We have not gotten any new tattoos since before the pandemic. But we're gonna go over some of our, I guess, most liked tattoos / like
interesting stories,
and also like our very first tattoo. So without further ado, let's get into it. The very first tattoo that I ever got, I was, I believe, 21 or 22, I cannot remember. I was on Hollywood Boulevard, I turned the corner, I saw a tattoo, and I went in and I walked in and I got it. It is a tattoo inspired by a 14-year-old kid who died very early on because he had a disease. I think he had MS or something like that. He was on Oprah, and I loved what he had said. He was wise beyond his years. I felt like if I was going to get a first tattoo, you always get them hidden, and I felt like it was a really good tattoo. So that is my very first tattoo.
My very first tattoo, it was my 18th birthday. I went with a couple friends. At least one of them got a tattoo. Don't laugh at me because it's very basic white girl. However, I still like it. It's a butterfly. I get it. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It was something that I was like, oh, I'm 18. I want to get a butterfly.
And then you got it hidden.
And I got it hidden.
Yeah. Everyone's first tattoo is always hidden because you're like, I don't know if I want to do this, but I want to do it enough to get it for no one to see it.
Yeah, exactly. You're almost like, okay, so I need to get something, but if it's embarrassing later on, it ain't gonna be shown.
Yeah. My next tattoo is, I think a lot of people might think this is like controversial, whatever, but my next tattoo was drawn by my ex, written by my ex, the most recent ex that I had before Sam, and yeah, I have a tattoo from my ex. And I know a lot of people might think like, well, that's why you don't get tattoos for your ex. It's not her name. It's not anything that represents her, which is what I didn't want, obviously. Like, I don't think I would have done that. But it just was something at the time that I was like, obviously I was in love with her. I wanted to be with her or whatever. So I didn't think,
this is brand new information.
So I don't think you think like, oh yeah, we're gonna like break up, so like, let me not do this. But she completely drew it. It is in her handwriting or whatever. And it is what it is. I don't regret it. I think it's just like a thing that like, no matter what, like she will always be a part of how I got here. Yeah. So it is like, it is what it is. It's just a tattoo. Like
my next one, which I get comments on the most out of every single one of my tattoos, I constantly get asked about. I got it during my second year of fashion school, and it is my hand tattoos on my fingers. Everyone always asks if there's meaning behind them or anything like that, and no.
So you just thought it looked cool.
I thought it looked cool. I saw a picture of something pretty similar, and I brought it to this tattoo artist in Silver Lake and was like, hey, I want this. And he was like, okay, but like, just be warned, like finger tattoos can like blow out or whatever, which I had known because I do have a couple other on my fingers that had blown out in certain spots. And I was like, yeah, that's fine, whatever. They have held up so incredibly well, especially because I'm someone who washes my hands constantly, even pre-pandemic. But yeah, they literally mean nothing. However, the funniest part about me getting this tattoo was going home for, I think it was like Christmas break or something from school, and not having told my parents that I had gotten it, and being almost left at the airport because of it.
The best thing is that like Sam has like 40 plus tattoos, and every single time she gets a tattoo, her mom is always like, Sam, and I'm like, at this point, it's a lost cause.
Yep.
You've lost the battle. She has 42. Those tattoos on her hands are about 7, 8 years old. They look brand new still. So, my next tattoo, actually, this one is also for an ex.
Bitches.
My next tattoo for my ex is this rose that I have right here on my arm. First of all, I just wanted to fill up my arm and have it be a theme and have it be something that at least looked cohesive together. And yeah, this is not anything specific to her. I was just like, yeah, this one's for you. And if you guys are new here, my ex is my best friend. We talk, we FaceTime every single day. Sam knows who she is. Sam has her number. She has a wife. We live our life, they live their lives, and we do not want to be together. It's not some like secret like, oh, you guys are going to get back together.
No.
I guarantee you that will never happen.
She's basically like Alyssa's mom.
Yeah. It's not at all in any way, shape, or form.
No.
Like, it's almost like we literally are always like, how did we ever date?
They're like the perfect best friends.
Yeah. So, 2 tattoos from an ex. Who could believe it?
My next tattoo, which, I mean, I guess you don't really see that often unless, like, I'm in a bathing suit or whatever, but it is the Fleetwood Mac Rumors album art. What's really funny is that I wasn't even planning on getting it. It was a very last minute decision. Like, I had made an appointment with my tattoo artist that I used to go to all the time on the Cape, and I was like, hey, I want to do something, and literally I like booked time and had no clue what I wanted. And then I was listening to them on the way there, and I was just like, that's it. That has to be it. That album, it reminds me so much of my dad, and like I have like vivid memories. I can like hear my dad singing one song in particular. And I mean, it's an album he loves, it's an album I love, so yeah.
Cute.
No regrets.
My next tattoo, wow, I have a tattoo for every person I've ever dated. Literally just realizing that at this actual moment. Okay, so my next tattoo is the one on my wrist. I got it before we got married, and we actually have a video of it. It was like tattoo roulette. Like, we put like some things like in a hat, and we were like, whatever we get, we have to get tattooed. And we did go and get that.
We did.
And there was one like scary one in there, which was getting the other person's last name. And I ended up getting that. Thankfully, my last name is now Darling. So I have 3 tattoos from 3 different girls.
And plus the one on your neck for Avery, so
Yes.
all 4 girls.
All 4 of my girls.
Ooh. My next one was from when I was in the stage of my life where I was like, maybe I'm just bisexual, or I'm not really into girls. I just liked one girl at that point, you know? And I had met this dude. We decided to get matching tattoos. My koi fish goes up and his koi fish goes down, and
Yin and yang.
yin and yang.
So my last tattoo is, I think one of the most recent besides the one for Avery, is the one on my hand. This one this was like I thought like getting like a sleeve was gonna be like, oh my god, that's so crazy, you get a sleeve. Getting one on your hand, I feel like was terrifying, but like, and when I was getting it, I was like, oh my god, no. It doesn't mean anything. I just liked how it ended up looking with the whole, like with the whole sleeve. But yeah, it's on my hand. It was the guy, I like walked in, I told the guy I wanted it. And he was like, I don't think it's gonna turn out good because like this should be a thing over time that you should like, I should work on it for a couple weeks and then like perfect the rose and then do it. And I was like, no, it's fine, I want it. And it ended up being like perfect, and it looks really good considering that it was drawn up in like a day.
It literally scared the crap out of me because I was like, oh my god, she's trusting this random dude. He's not charging her a whole lot, mind you. It was like $250, if that.
Nothing.
And
he was in a back alley. No, I'm just kidding.
Literally, I was like, oh my god, like, he's saying that he doesn't think it'll look good, and like Alyssa's just like, yeah, let's do it. And I'm like, ugh. It turned out so well.
Turned out really well.
So well. Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's good.
Last tattoos I'm going to talk about kind of go together because they're both for my grandmother, who has since passed. I got Grammy Angel on my shoulder. It was something that my grandmother always used to say to all of us kids. You know, oh, Grammy Angel's on your shoulder, like, you know, for a big test or, you know, driving home, or, you know, just like everything. And she actually was still alive when I got this one. And I'll never forget, she was sitting on her couch and she had her oxygen machine in, because she had been diagnosed with lung cancer. And I sat down next to her and I was like, I have something to show you. And I showed her and she was like, now why the fuck would you go and do that? And after she passed, I got a set of lungs on my back with the cancer ribbon around it and her name. And yeah, I mean, she died from what started out as lung cancer. And yeah, my grandmother was one of my favorite people.
Those are all of our, I think, significant tattoos.
Granted, we still have crap loads more.
Yeah, and we are planning to get more, obviously, when the pandemic is over, when it is safe. We hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, follow us on all of our social media. We love you. Bye!